when you encounter an NPC, be sure to click on it. Basically, hold your hand up, make sure you get the dot on the character, and then press your trigger.
Good to see you.
And
Barely made it here.
A little window, you might say something as well. It'll bring up a little window that basically has either a task for you or some instruction or some information that you need to know before you move on. So make sure you read it carefully, and then if there's a quest or a task, you can choose to accept it. Usually in the starting area, you want to accept every single task assigned to you, and in most cases you'll have to go back to that same NPC
now that we're safe
to complete
we need to pitch in
a quest after you've actually completed the task. But first you want to accept, and then do what the task told you to do. Now, his task was to basically talk to the first trainer. But before that, you want to come over and make sure you understand the instructions for how to use your backpack, which is basically, in this case, just pressing the A button on the right controller to open it up. And you can also grab the zipper using your grip button on your control. And you can use that to sort of scroll between the windows. Right now I only have one item, so you don't really see anything besides that. And that one item is basically your rune of returning. It allows you to return to any set home position from anywhere in the world. This way you don't have to travel all the way back to one place. They are going to add a waypoint system so you can fast travel to different points, but it hasn't been implemented yet. It's coming in future updates. Okay, accessing your wardrobe, fairly easy. Same button. You want to hit the A button on your right control button. Instead of just quickly clicking it, you press and hold for a couple seconds and then release, and it'll open your wardrobe. Same thing to close it. But also, you can just grab the little plushie on your inventory, and it'll open and close the your Codex. Your Codex is essentially like your settings panel. It allows you to look at your settings for the game, including comfort, audio, calibration for whether you're seated or standing. I'm seated right now, so I want seated to be highlighted. And you can calibrate your height. So if you put your head down lower and then calibrate, it'll make you a little taller. Just a little trick. You can set face camera, hand locking, all kinds of stuff over here. There's also like a little pop-up menu for your wrist. And these are just basically quick slots where you can put things as well. And you get that by pressing it and holding your Y button on the left controller. Also works on the right controller by pressing the B and holding it. So, this is Grok. Now he's going to give you your first training quest. Now in order to complete training quests, it's actually fairly simple. Go to the NPC, click on the NPC.
Let me help you sharpen your edge.
Click on the quest if it doesn't already pop up like this. Choose to accept it. In this case, you just have to go over this.
A blade's weight teaches lessons words cannot.
Pick up your first weapon, which is a sword, and you just basically reach over with your dominant hand, whether it's left or right, and just use your grab button to pick it up. It'll hold it in your hand. You can't drop it unless you put it into your inventory, which you can do by putting it to sort of your just below your chest, into your sternum, and you click the grab button and it'll put it into your inventory. If you need to get out of your inventory, go into the pack, pull it out like that, or you can clip it on the back by again reaching behind you, click your grab button to release it or to pick it up. And you can also just slot it on your side in the same way. Okay, so you have 4 slots on your body that you can use. And the 5th, of course, is the inventory. And then you also have your quick slots, which have 2 specific weapon slots that correspond to the slots on your back. So, complete the quest. Just walk up to the dummy, slice until it's out of health. They recently fixed the hitboxes on these, so it should be a lot easier to do this now. And then go back to Grok.
Ready to train?
Click. Click. Complete. And then before you move on, click on it.
Let me help you sharpen your edge.
Make sure he doesn't have any additional quests for you, because often you may have the same NPC has another quest for you. And also, if you noticed above this head, you see a little blue icon. That
Strength
always
is
has a quest for me.
not just muscle.
And something we'll talk about later is when you have quests, you can put your hand up to your forehead, and you can see quest markers. You can see I can see grayed out quest markers, and those are other quests that I can do later on that are not available. I've got one outside that is currently available. You always want to complete your training so you can get your weapon, your initial weapons, and your initial armor. The guy by the door will give you some armor for free if you complete all of the training quest. And that's just to make sure that you know how to basically use your weapons, because you're going to need them once you get out of Tidehaven.
Always needed.
So this is the second trainer, and basically this one is so you can actually train your archery skills. In this game, the archer is actually called a warden, and he uses a bow, but he also has the ability to use magic just like every other class in this game. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to accept the quest, go over to the table, and you want to grab the bow using your offhand, because you're basically going to be pulling the string and aiming with your primary hand. In this case, I am going to be using my left to pick it up and my right to shoot. Okay, so basically grab where it has the plus. You want to reach out, and you don't want to grab, but press trigger to pull the string. And then you can press grip, you can press the trigger on your other hand to basically charge the arrow. And so when you actually have the charged arrow abilities or any special abilities, you can use
a skilled archer is always needed
to increase the power of the arrow. Right now I don't have any magical abilities, but you can still charge the arrow a little bit. Okay, and so once that's complete, you can see the quest marker turn green.
Never a bad time to practice.
Okay, so now I can click on my NPC again, go back to the quest name, and say complete. Again, click on him once more just to make sure he doesn't have anything else for you, and then move on to the next NPC.
A single misstep in a spell can shatter worlds or your eyebrows.
Now, click on your mage trainer. Now, she's the mage trainer, so she's going to teach you how to use the magic items. Now, as you can see, this guy is sort of just running around picking stuff up without actually activating the quest, so he actually won't get credit for this. Okay, so then you just click on Magic Combat, read through the instructions really quick, usually pretty short, but always a good idea to read them, and then accept. Okay, once you accept, you can come over and you can choose to pick up one or both of the items. You don't have to just choose one. So I'm going to take the wand. Okay. So, take your wand and fire. And fire. And fire. Now, one thing about the wands is initially the default setting has it set so you have to shake them to recharge it, like it's showing over there. But if you go into your Codex, you can go to your settings.
Be sure to practice all you've learned.
You can go to Comfort, and can change basic magic attack type to double click. And this is so that you can basically just click your trigger to recharge your wand. It will make it a lot easier during combat. So, now that I'm done, I click on her again.
Come to expand your mind.
And I say Magic Combat Training and complete. Click on her again, and she actually has another quest for me. She wants me to talk to the captain, and the captain's right there at the door. So I click on that and I accept.
A single misstep in a spell can shatter worlds or your eyebrows.
I accept. And as you saw there were going to be some rewards.
Come to expand your mind. Magic rewards the curious.
As you can see, the captain's going to give me 3 items as a reward. Okay?
Come to expand your mind. Magic rewards
who now has a green icon above his head. And as you can see, I can choose between 3 different items. Now, these 3 different items, each one represents a different class. So we've got the robes. This is going to be for the mage or the sort of a mystic or sort of a holy magician, basically a healer or just a sort of a battle mage. And then we have basic leather, and this gives you additional agility, and this one is usually for the archer or for the warden. so that if you're going to use a bow and arrow, this is usually the armor you want to get. And then, finally, we have the rusty breastplate. This is usually going to be for in a warrior.
Be sure to practice all you've learned. You'll need it.
So in my case, I'm going to choose the rusty breastplate for now. Now, you can always get additional armor and purchase it and change your battle style at any time. So you're not stuck to just being one or the other. So you can just choose how you want to start. If you don't like it, you can switch out later. But you want to make sure you upgrade your gear to correspond to what.
I'm glad you're safe, but the locals could use some extra hands and
Now,
things.
see, even though I picked up that reward, he has another quest for me, so I want to.
I'm glad you're safe, but the locals could use some extra hands and things.
Put a helping hand. So he wants me to talk to Farmer Pete, and so I'm going to accept that. And so Farmer Pete is obviously going to be outside somewhere. Okay, so now that you have your armor from the captain at the door, what you want to do is you want to open up your wardrobe. Open up your inventory and find the armor that you received, or your chest plate in there. Grab it just by using your grab button. Pick it up and put it into the chest icon on the wardrobe. It'll highlight in blue, release it, and then you're wearing your armor. Okay? You're wearing it over your cheap little pants and shirt, but boom, you're in armor. Your shirt's been removed. Your shirt's in your inventory now. So that's something you can sell, get rid of. As you can see, it's not worth much. Okay, so as you exit the fortress, you're going to see like another little station here. That looks like it has a little meta headset.
Interesting locations and quest objectives.
And this is just telling you to make sure that you raise your hand to check for any quest indicators and NPC icons that appear
on your radar.
along the way.
You will see the nearest quest objectives and NPC icons as well as their distances.
So they call this Wadar, so basically waypoint radar. And sometimes it works really well. Like I can see the quests that are not active for me, but I can't see Farmer Pete, and that's impartially because Farmer Pete, I can actually see his icon from here, but I should see a marker that sort of hovers over it regardless of whether I can see him or not. So it's a little broken right now. Like, see, it's active, but I have that quest to go talk to him, but I can't see his icon at all. So that's a bit of a problem, but that's something that I know they're working on. Ultimately, make sure you find Farmer Pete. He should be the first one you talk to on your way out.
Come to lend a hand?
Talk to Farmer Pete. He'll say hello first. For some reason, his icon was green. It should have been blue. And so I think that's just an issue with something with the devs. So they need to work on that. So right now it's blue. So he's got another quest for me, even though I just talked to him. So
Careful,
click on him again.
got out again.
And he wants me to find farming tools. Okay, so that should be your very first quest once you leave the fort. If you're doing anything else, you're going in the wrong direction. You want to start with Farmer Pete and then head into Tidehaven and finish every single quest in Tidehaven.